Hello everyone, it's your friendly neighborhood can of tofu here, and today I wanted to show you the process of how I do my hair braids and this little yarn thing. I wanted to switch it out because I've had this in for a minute, and it's due time that I changed it. So I will start by actually making the braids. As you can see, I have my little ball of yarn that I will take and wrap around my toe, and I better not see none of y'all foot fetish people in the comments or I'm losing my mind. I will just wrap it around until I have a decent amount of how much I want the braid to be. Then I will snip it off at the end there, and I will take it, separate it into 3 sections, and then just braid it like normal. This is not a braiding tutorial, so if you don't know how to braid, I'm sorry, I can't help you. I doubt I'd be able to explain it well. And once I get to the end, I'll take 2 little like 2 or 3 strands of yarn from each of the outer ends, and I will tie it together to hold that center one good. I know you can't really see it. I hope my explanation works, but I tried to record a little close-up and it's near impossible with my camera setup. Anyway, I'll just keep grabbing little bits from the sections and then tying them together. You might be wondering, hey Tofu, how does that stay secure? It's gonna fall apart. And I agree, I don't know how it stays together, but I've had my hair in this yarn for a couple months and no yarns have fallen out yet. So it's pretty secure, just make sure you tighten it pretty good. Once I'm all finished, I'll take it off my footsies and I'll put it on a ruler. Or honestly, just any, I don't know, thing. This is what I had lying around just to keep the whole. And here's all of the colors that I finished. I made 15 of each color, which was pink, white, and red. I wanted a little Lovecore aesthetic. And then next I'm going to be cutting off this excess yarn here. You can see, I got a close-up of that one. Wow, fancy. I'll just snip off the extra, making sure that I don't go anywhere near the knots that I made. I'll give like, I don't know, a ½ inch of room between the excess yarn and the braid so that it'll be secure. I guess you don't have to do this, I just don't like the little droopy bits at the end, so I wanted to cut them off. And then do that with all of them. Here's me actually taking out the braids from my hair, the ones that I had in previously. I had like a mixture of yellow, pink, light pink, and orange, and they've been in my head for a while, so I wanted to take them out. I kind of treat these like I would dread extensions. There's plenty of videos on YouTube of people putting in like dread extensions or making like synthetic dreads. And I made synthetic dreads for myself for a while, but I don't really like the texture of it. It feels weird in my hair. I'm very tender-headed, so the texture was annoying me, and the yarn is just a lot softer and nicer, so... Again, I'm very tender-headed, so it's not like the yarn is like a perfect solution if you also have a gentle scalp, but it definitely feels better for me. And it's a lot cheaper to buy a shit ton of yarn instead of buying synthetic hair, but do whatever you like. And again, this isn't really a tutorial, I'm just showing you what I do. It takes quite a lot of time to take all these braids out. I don't remember how long, I wasn't checking the time, but probably like an hour or so. A little over an hour to take all of these out, so like set up a movie, chill out for like a long time. I think I was on the phone with a friend while I was doing this, so whatever you need to do to chill. And here's all of my hair. She looks kind of funky because she's been wrapped up in yarn for 2 months, so it's gonna be silly. And then I will go and wash my hair and reshave the sides of my head. I did a horrible job because I don't have a mirror. And now I'm installing the new dreads. The new braids. So I don't have any particular method of doing this. I will just grab a small section of my hair and I'll loop it inside the little hole that I had mentioned earlier that I had put through the ruler. And I will loop my hair through that and then braid my natural hair through the yarn. And I'll just tie it off at the end with an elastic. There's plenty of like hair people that will properly part it and section out their head, but I really can't be bothered with all that. That's mostly why I do these braids in the first place, is because I just hate hair stuff and I don't want to be bothered with it, so I'll just put it up in yarn so I can ignore it for who knows how long. This part takes significantly longer than it does to take it out. I think I was watching Mitchell and the Machines while I was doing this. Maybe some YouTube. But it takes a long time to put the braids in. Probably looks like it's super heavy on my head, but it doesn't really feel like that much, especially when it's hanging down like this. It looks like a lot, but that's just me getting in a comfortable position in order to tie them in. And here it is, all finished. It's not perfect, it's a little wonky, and I'm in pain, as you can see, because I'm tender-headed, so it feels very heavy on my scalp. But after I wait a couple days, it'll grow out, and I won't feel that bad. And then the next thing I do is I have this little crochet hook. I believe it's for like braiding like synthetic hair into cornrows or something like that. I've never tried that. What I use it for is I will put it through the yarn and I'll take all those extra bits of hair that like didn't make it into the braid and are kind of sticking out, and then I'll pull them inside of the yarn so my natural hair is hidden. You can see on some of the braids that my natural hair is kind of sticking out and it looks a little wonky and I don't like it. Gesundheit. To me. This process is a little finicky and annoying. I also didn't do it with a mirror, so it's time consuming. And here's me a few days later. So at this point my hair is kind of settled down. It doesn't hurt as much on my scalp. I'm trying to style it here. I normally keep my hair up in a little ponytail. Not really. What do you call this? Is that a ponytail? I keep it up like this because the yarn is, like I said, very heavy and it will fall in front of your face and it's very annoying. So I usually keep it up like this. I very rarely have it down. But sometimes I do if I feel like my scalp is getting annoyed. Well, hope you liked it. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye-bye.